You see, in your mind, you're thinking, I'm totally okay right now. Not true. In everyone's life, there are practically opportunities for growth.
So specifically, am I on the right path as far as I do want to start a new business or move into a new business, and I'm not sure which direction to go with that. That's on my mind.
Okay, now as to your question with regard to your starting of a new business profession, that is openly right and good, but not the right time. You see, you have not made a marketing plan or business plan, right?
No, because I don't know what to do at this point.
You're not prepared to have a time in life for a business is not true, that preparation is the key to life. Now, practically tell us what it is that you feel you should be doing in that business right now, that you feel that it's not right at this time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm generally full of lots of ideas, and the last 6 months or so, I haven't really had any ideas, and that's what I find kind of fascinating. Or an idea that hasn't really stuck with me that I'm excited about, or I feel the drive to pursue it.
Okay.
So I feel kind of like almost a little empty, to be honest with you. As far as I want to do something, I just don't have the direction. So I'm kind of waiting for the direction.
Okay, openly, what it is you feel you need to accomplish to give back to the community at large.
That's interesting. That's an interesting question. Whatever job I do, I want to entail. I want it to entail that hospitality that I've been involved with most of my life, as well as making a living and as well as making money. So I guess when I think of a business or something like that, there's some sense of service that I've always been giving, that I want to include that in whatever it is I'm selling or providing. I don't know if that makes sense.
So in open reality, you have not pursued a passion yet in your life that is worthwhile enough to provide you a living from it.
That makes sense.
You have many passions in your life, but you're not thinking about how to utilize those passions to serve other people's higher goals. So let's make a list now. Take out paper. You got paper ready, right?
I do.
So in this moment in time, let's just write a little list of all the ideas you've had about making a business now.
I wouldn't mind opening a coffee shop. I did that for a lot of my life. I like serving in that regard. I like selling products. So I don't know what kind of product, though, that is a good product, that is something I'm providing to people that's, good for them as well as good for me. So, again, I think a lot about that, which kind of product I could sell.
Openly, we've already got the answer, but keep talking. It's important that you keep talking it out.
Gotcha. Yeah, those are the main things that I roll around in my mind the most. And I've written journals and I write down ideas over the years. But again, it's always some type of little product. It's always some type of little coffee shop or something like that. That I constantly keep coming back to. So those are my main things that I constantly can think of right now.
So in life, you've been given two ideas completely on a consistent basis. You have not taken action on it because you have no plan. You have also not considered how many coffee shops there are in your community, right?
Oh, I have, yeah. That's why I definitely have. Especially in my community, we're saturated.
Okay, but openly there are only coffee shops, and that's the problem. You may have done some research, but how much research did you actually do? Do you just know proactively that there's a lot of coffee shops because you've been to them all? Or did you actually do the research and the market research that is what is the beginning of a business plan to find out where they're located, how much money they're making, and how you might make a living off of having a coffee shop?
No, I have not done that, no.
Okay, so laziness is sort of a problem in you, and you don't want to admit it as so, but that you have not marketed yourself well is not true. You have a great customer service attitude. You serve well people in those restaurant settings, And that's openly why you always keep the job. You also love talking to people, which is really good, and will produce a living all your life. But you're not on the right track yet because you have not provided for yourself one important lesson in life, that marketing a product is never about selling a product. Marketing a product is about living a life you long to live. And only until you realize that products are bought and sold every single day is not the issue. That product has to be so good in quality that people will stay on it for life. So that you can produce for yourself a retained income. Openly, what you need to do now is make a plan. We're going to make an action plan with. So on your note paper, we're going to make some notes now. Are you ready?
I am.
You are practically going to put down business marketing plan. You did not necessarily go to school in the conventional way, right?
Correct.
That means in life, you may not have the degrees to exactly win you the job that you'd long to have, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yes, doing good.
The second part of the piece of paper you're going to write down is my life worth living. And that is something we want you to write down. Now, underneath my life worth living, and maybe that's an entire separate page. We told you to get paper, not one piece, right?
Yeah, I've got one piece right now, so I'll grab a couple.
Yeah, I think you want to produce a lot more than a couple. You can make this thing work for you, or you can make it be a losing entity. It's totally in your hands.
I gotcha.
Practically, when a man tells you to write something down, you write it down. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be...
I'm writing it. I'm a good writer, so I can write all over the place.
Awesome. So that is something on the third piece of paper you're going to write down, is writing is my thing.
I wrote down poverty consciousness, service, coffee shop, product, and then I wrote action plan. I wrote Sarah, business marketing plan 101, my life worth living, and then writing is my thing. I got it on another piece of paper.
Awesome. Now, you did a great
I'm
job.
following.
And you even wrote down our joke of one-on-one. You could really cross that out if you want to, but that's okay. That was the part.
I like it.
That was the part of the joke of our dry humor, because you were sort of like that. Now, practically, you have the right idea, but the wrong principle in place, a part of a coffee shop. You are going to open something, but it is not only going to be a coffee shop, and here's why. Coffee shops control what people can and cannot do in their places. We are openly suggesting that you do research on opening an event venue of sorts. Small at first. In order to sell the product that you want to sell, but to allow others to utilize the space to sell their products and services too. You see, communities have gotten so far away from helping others to make a living, and that's a problem. That in your community, there's a lot of commerce, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, but practically, how many event venues are there that are reasonably priced for the average small business owner to rent?
I would have to research that, but
good. That is your first task.
Yeah. I would venture to say, though, not many.
Right, and that is precisely it. There are hotels that one can rent that are outrageous because it's California. There are event venues that are providing weddings and other established type of events that are mammoth opportunities. But the small business owner of products and services, and you will always openly be very careful about what and who you allow in your venue, to do anything, to partner on anything, and to produce a living in your venue. But you will screen them with help. You will not do this alone because you don't have enough business sense to know what is right and what is wrong is not true, that you don't have enough sense to know who should and shouldn't be producing in your place. And that is important. Now, someone else will help you with that, but not right now. Are we giving you that information? You have to build some relationships with some professional people, and that requires putting together a business marketing plan, which we've already written down. Second, it requires getting a marketing trainer of sorts for your life. Now, what does that mean? It means practically someone who can shit around with you in brainstorming, who can help you to talk out the plan, who can give you a basic structure of strategizing, who will not be responsible at all for whether or not you are productive or not, but who will give you the mentoring guidance you need in every aspect of a marketing plan's tasks, including business cards, online information, offline information, web development, new media stuff, social media usage, video marketing. All those little points have to be handled by one person. We will give that information to you later, not now. And you will have to pay for it a little bit. No one in life is going to help you totally for free. Bankers will to a point. Local mentors like SCORE might, so that's important. Now,
Understood.
home security is a product that you want to get involved with somehow. We are not telling you right now how. We're simply going to say that it is practically one of the most important things that any Californian person must have in place.
Interesting. Okay, I like that.
So part of you is going to be learning about new technologies. Part of you is going to be using writing, write this stuff down, to write and produce content on other people selling home security systems for both apartments and homes. Now here's why. All of those guys have money and marketing budgets. Every single one of them wants to put on a presentation where they sell one to the many. Your quote-unquote coffee house of sorts, studio, we're not giving you a name yet. We will, but not now. That will produce some results for you little by little. Has to be able to provide some sponsorship opportunities and some men who have the means in their marketing budgets they are gifted from their companies to pay for those monthly memberships. You see, you have to be able to have some large guys and some small guys as a part of membership to help everybody grow more. You don't just take on the soft stories in life. You help more people than you help yourself, and that's how it works. Now, practically you need some schooling in a few things. And using YouTube is a good start, but there's a lot of men out there who sell simply a package and don't provide the work. And that's why you're not going to hire anybody in California. You see, there's a lot of men out there who feel that they're hot shit in marketing and they want the price tag to prove it. A restaurant job does not necessarily provide you with that sort of money unless you've socked away a lot of money for retirement already. Have you done that? Have you put money away for retirement?
Some, but yeah, not enough. No way. No,
Okay.
not even close.
All right, so having a small nest egg in the bank is always good for any person in life because you never know when you're going to lose a job and how many months you're going to have to stay in your place without an income.